how much things have changed with China over the past decade.
So the People's Liberation Army at the moment is undergoing a large-scale reform and modernization.
There has been a change in the approach from Beijing toward Taiwan in recent years.
The financial and economic penalty against China for so doing would be too great.
Welcome to a new world, where the stakes are high and the battle is fought behind closed doors. The US and China are locked in a silent war, fought in government offices and company boardrooms. The prize? Control over the most important technology of our lifetime, microchips. Let's take a journey to uncover the truth behind this high-stakes tech war and discover the impact it has on our everyday lives. This is a story you cannot afford to miss. The conflict between the United States and China can be broadly categorized as a trade and economic conflict, with technology playing a key role. The US has accused China of stealing intellectual property, forced technology, and unfair trade practices. In response, US has imposed tariffs on Chinese imports and restricted Chinese companies' access to American technology. Technology at the center of this conflict is microchips, or as some people like to call it, semiconductors, which are critical components in a wide range of products, including smartphones, computers, and military equipments. The US and China are both major players in the global semiconductor industry, and control of this technology is seen as a key factor in determining which country will dominate the future global economy. But first, let's make it as simple as possible that even I can understand it. Once upon a time, there was a powerful kingdom known as the United States, who ruled over the land of technology and innovation. The kingdom was proud of its advanced technology and the prosperity it brought to its people. But one day, a neighboring kingdom known as China began to rapidly rise in power and influence. The Chinese kingdom was hungry for the advanced technology of the United States, and it started to use underhanded tactics to acquire it. The United States soon realized that the Chinese kingdom was stealing its intellectual property, forcing its companies to share their technology and engaging in other unfair trade practices. The United States was determined to protect its technology and its people from the greed of Chinese kingdom. The two kingdoms soon found themselves locked in a bitter battle, with the technology at the center of it all. At the forefront of this conflict were two leaders, each representing their respective kingdoms. On one side, there was the King of the United States, who was determined to protect his kingdom's technology and people from the Chinese kingdom. On the other hand, there was the Emperor of China, who was determined to acquire the advanced technology of the United States and establish his kingdom as a global superpower. But the conflict wasn't just between these two leaders. There were many other key players involved. There were the powerful lords of the American companies, who were fighting to protect their intellectual property and technology from being stolen by the Chinese kingdom. And there were the cunning Chinese businessmen, who were using every trick in the book to acquire American technology. In the court of international trade, there were the wise advisors, such as the World Trade Organization, trying to mediate and find a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Even they couldn't break the stalemate between the two kingdoms. The United States imposed tariffs on Chinese imports and restricted Chinese companies' access to American technology. The Chinese kingdom, in return, retaliated with its own tariffs and restrictions. The technology at the heart of this conflict was a magical substance known as microchips, or as the magicians used to call it, semiconductors. These microchips were the key to unlocking the power of technology and could be found in everything from smartphones to military equipments. The United States and China were both major players in the production of microchips, and whoever controlled this technology would be in the strong position to rule the future economy. But the root cause of this conflict ran deeper than just technology. The United States was also concerned about China's increasing military power, territorial expansion, and human rights abuses. On the other hand, China felt that the United States was trying to contain its rise and prevent it from becoming a global superpower. As the battle between the two kingdoms raged on, the people of the United States and China were caught in the middle. Both sides suffered, but the United States was determined to protect protect its technology and its people from them. The battle continues to this day with no clear winner in sight. The conflict between the United States and China has a significant impact on our everyday lives. As tariffs are imposed on goods and services, prices for everyday items such as clothes, electronics, and food may increase. Companies that rely on importing goods from China may also suffer, leading to job losses and economic instability. The restriction on access to technology also has a significant impact on our everyday lives. For example, the US government's ban on American companies doing business with Huawei, a Chinese telecommunications company, means that the latest smartphone and other devices may not be available to consumers. Moreover, the restriction on access to technology can also impact the development of new technologies such as 5G, self-driving cars, and artificial intelligence. Companies and countries that are restricted from accessing certain technologies may fall behind in the development and implementation of these technologies, which could have a long-term impact on economic growth and competitiveness. The ongoing conflict between the US and China also has implications for international relations, security, and geopolitical stability, which can affect the global economy, trade, and investment. In summary, the conflict between the United States and China has a direct impact on the economy. The prices of goods and services, access to technology, and international relations, which can affect our everyday lives in various ways. In conclusion, the conflict between US and China is a complex issue that is being fought on multiple fronts, from government offices to company boardrooms. The two nations are locked in a battle over control of the most important technology in the world. The United States has accused China of stealing intellectual property, forced technology transfers, and unfair trade practices. In response, the US has imposed tariffs. This conflict has a significant impact on our everyday lives, from the prices we pay for goods and services to the availability of the latest technology. It also has implications for international relations, security, and geopolitical stability, which can affect the global economy, trade, and investment. It is important to understand the root causes of this conflict, the key players involved, and the impact it has on our everyday lives. It is also essential to recognize that this conflict is ongoing and that its outcome is uncertain. As we continue to see the ramification of this conflict unfold, it is important to stay informed and aware of the developments in order to make informed decisions and to be prepared for the possible outcomes. Now that you have a better understanding of the conflict between the United States and China and its impact on our everyday lives, you can also stay informed and make informed decisions by subscribing to our channel and following us on social media for the latest updates on this ongoing conflict. Together we can make a difference, so don't wait. Hit that subscribe button now and stay informed about the future of technology and our world.